Lately we have been talking a lot about cruise protocols. Well, today I don't want to talk about cruise protocols. We've also been talking a lot about vaccinated versus unvaccinated versus not being allowed into different areas on cruise ships and different requirements. I don't want to talk about that today either. Instead, let's try to have a little bit of fun. Let's talk about something that hopefully will give us all a laugh, and we're going to get into it right after this. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so we're going to try to have a little fun today, and we are going to go over 25 of some of the dumbest cruise complaints that cruisers have made over the years. So let's jump right in here with number 25. A husband on a 2-week honeymoon cruise complained that the staff did not decorate the cabin in white, did not scatter rose petals everywhere each morning, and did not deliver champagne and strawberries via a private butler. But the man requested no special service. He just expected the cruise staff to know. I have often gotten on the cruise ship myself and thought, they are mind readers. They must automatically know everything I want. There's no need for me to ask. Number 24. A couple claimed the captain was rude because he did not wait 2 hours for them at a port, even though they had left him a note earlier that they had too much to do. Well, that makes perfect sense. The cruise ship's going to leave at 4, but I don't want to leave till 6. Well, let me just leave a note for the captain. I'm sure the whole cruise ship will wait for me. Number 23. A young woman had heard that British singer Gary Barlow once took the same cruise, so she demanded to know why he wasn't on that same cruise again when she booked it. Just because somebody books a cruise one time, whether they're famous or not, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be on the ship every single time. Number 22. A man on a cruise around Alaska requested compensation for the warmer clothes that he had to buy after failing to get an impressive tan and being unable to swim in the swimming pool each day. Maybe it's just me, but who would have thought? Possibly it's cold in Alaska? Who knew? Number 21. Someone once complained that their toast was slightly burnt while they were cruising on the QE2. When they got home to file the complaint, they pulled the burnt toast out of their pocket that they had taken home as evidence. Wow, I'm not real sure what else to say. It's a piece of toast. It happens. Why didn't you just order another one? All right, number 20. A couple said that the service was so excellent on a cruise that they spent a lot more on tips than they expected and wanted their gratuities to be refunded. So the crew did a really good job. You overtipped, and now you want your money back for excellent service. Okay. Number 19. A first-time cruise passenger blamed the captain for not warning him that he could get seasick and asked for a schedule of the cruises in which he would not get seasick. I'm not sure I even have a response to this, but okay. Yeah, east to west, you get seasick. North to south, you're good. Go with that. Number 18. A couple expressed disappointment that their ship didn't look like the Titanic and that the dissimilarity to the doomed ship should have been made clear. Have you not seen a cruise ship in the last few years? I guess I would say maybe a Disney cruise ship or a Cunard cruise ship are the only two that even use the same color scheme. When does a cruise ship look like the Titanic last? And I'm not sure I would want to go sailing on a Titanic. Just saying. Number 17. A man once asked the captain to turn the engine off because it was too loud. Yeah, that's not how that works. Number 16. One fashion-conscious cruiser was heard complaining to staff during a safety drill that her orange life jacket didn't match any of her shoes. God forbid that I'm ever on a cruise ship that is sinking and I need the life jacket or the lifeboats. But I can honestly promise you that at that particular moment, I'm not going to be caring whether or not my shoes match the color of my life jacket. Is anybody else going to be concerned about that? Number 15. A disgruntled guest complained that the ship's photographer had deliberately made her look ugly in the photos he took of her. Now, I have heard that the camera can add 10 pounds. Maybe it does. But I don't know if the camera can just make you look ugly. Number 14. One man said he was unhappy that his bed was too comfy, meaning that he overslept on more than one occasion when he would have preferred to be up early and making the most of his cruise. I cannot think the number of times I have gotten on a cruise ship and said to myself, Chris, man, I hope the bed is hard as a rock and completely uncomfortable, because nobody likes a soft, comfortable bed. Or buy an alarm clock. Number 13, we bought genuine Ray-Ban sunglasses from a street vendor, only to find out they were fake when we got home. All right, just in case you didn't know, I'm going to give you a little pro cruising tip. When you get off in the ports at foreign countries, there are going to be vendors there. They're going to try to sell you things. No, you cannot buy a Rolex from a vendor in Mexico for $10. No, you cannot buy a pair of genuine Ray-Bans, Oakleys, or other famous things, Coach purses, for $5 and $10. They're not genuine. They're fake. Look, if the price is too good to be true, that's because it's not true. Little common sense. Number 12, we booked an excursion to a water park, but no one told us we had to bring our swimsuits and our towels. You know, I could see where maybe you thought the water park was providing the towels, but the swimsuit? You don't go to the beach without a swimsuit. You don't go to the river without a swimsuit. You don't get in the pool without a swimsuit. Why would you think you're going to go to the water park without a swimsuit and then complain because you didn't take one? See what I mean by this is some of the dumbest thing people have just ever said? Number 11, while on a trip through India, I was disgusted to find out that almost every restaurant served curry. I don't like spicy food at all. Now, this must have been a river cruise to be up through India, but that's just a guess. But really, what a surprise. Curry in India. That would be almost as surprising as saying jerk chicken in Jamaica. Mexican food in Mexico. Whataburger in Texas. Texans, you'll get that. Number 10, it's lazy of the local shopkeepers to close in the afternoon. I needed to buy things during siesta time, and this should be banned. Yes, let's ban any local customs and practices in the foreign countries that we visit. That'll make them like us that much better. Good job. Number 9, I was bitten by a mosquito. No one said they could bite. Number 8, we had to wait in line outside with no air conditioning. You know, that's been a complaint of mine the whole time too. I just don't understand why there's not outside air conditioning. That is crazy, right? Number 7, we found the sand was not like the sand in your brochure. Your brochure shows the sand as yellow, but it was white. I'm not real sure what the complaint here would be if I showed up on the beach and it was a beautiful white sandy beach in the Caribbean. I'm not sure how upset I'm gonna be. How about you? Number 6, a woman threatened to call police after claiming that she had been locked in by the staff, when in fact, she had mistaken the Do Not Disturb sign on the back of the door as a warning to remain in the room. To quote an old comedian that some of y'all might know, literally, here's your sign. Number 5, the brochure stated no hairdressers on the ship. We're only trainee hairdressers. Will that be okay? I don't think that's what the brochure meant. Number 4, my fiance and I booked a twin-bedded cabin, but we were placed in a double-bedded cabin. We now hold you responsible for the fact that I find myself pregnant. This would not have happened if you had put us in the room that we booked. Right, because that's how it happened. Number 3, topless sunbathing on the beach should be banned. The cruise was ruined as my husband spent all day looking at other women. Don't take your husband to a topless beach? Just saying. Number 2, it took us 9 hours to fly home from Jamaica to England, and it only took the Americans 3 hours to get home. Geography was not your strong suit when you made this complaint, was it? And finally, number 1, no one told us there would be fish in the sea. They scared the kids. So you're old enough to have kids, but you're not old enough to know where fish come from. I don't really know what else to say to that. All right, and that is my 25 dumbest things that cruise passengers have ever said. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite, or do you know some that were not included on this list? If you do, leave them below. That way we can all laugh together. All right, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, let's give it a thumbs up. Let's have ourselves a great day, and we will see you out on the high seas.